Let me turn you guys around. Man. There we go. Jeez. All right. All right. Whew. All right, cool. All right, hey Plywood Bearded, what's up, man? Hey, man, I'm just out here at, it's already hot out here. It's like 95 degrees today. So, can you hear me all right? What's up? What's up? Can you guys hear me? All right, cool. All right, so today I'm just working on those whatever they are, the planter boxes that I built in that last video. So I'm gonna build two because I have my two daughters that are gardeners. So I got to get them done. I don't know if we're not gonna get them done right here. I'm gonna be here for about an hour, I think, unless you guys make me stay longer. So I'm just gonna start cutting and working, and I'll just check in with you guys. Okay, so this ain't, we'll try to get something done. FedEx truck's here. The garage is wide open. See if I'll be yelling at anyone today in front of you guys. 46 and a half. Hey, I have a cut list. So Daniel, you don't have to go through the video, brother. You don't need to do that. I got it for you right here. What's up? You want to be on a YouTube channel? Come on in. You're live right now, brother.
I'm good, man.
You good?
Yeah.
You guys want to see him? He's on my property. I can get him. I can get him. Get out of here. All right, take care, brother. 46 and a half. 4 of them, but I'm doing 2 benches, so we're doing everything doubled up, right? 8. Hey, look at you guys. Hello, everyone. Let me stop a minute. At least say hi. That'd be rude, huh? Bearded Viking, thank you, brother. Thank you. It's because of you that I thought, hell, I could do this too, right? Not like you, but you know, no one's as cool as you, man. So, all right. All right, cool. You guys are just chatting. All right, kick it. Backwards. Daniel, I started something today, brother. You will never believe it. I ain't even gonna tell you, actually. I'm just gonna tease you. You want to see how a professional does it? Look right here. I built this 25 years ago now, right? 25 years ago, this. And it was, you know, I just slapped it up there. I'm sure I put a level on it, but it's not perfectly, it's not level at all. And so when I added this, I got a hot mess here. Unless I wanted to, you know, shim this and move this around to get it all perfectly, and I did not. So that's why sometimes you'll see me put this zero clearance fence. I'll put this in here for small parts and then put a block up here to keep it level. So, but you will never see that in a video. You see how it's rocking right there? See, I'm over running my mouth, messing up. So that's 46 and a half, 8 of those done. And then now I need 44 at 43 and 5/8. Here's the list. Take a screenshot or something. I'll just put it up there. This is the whole cut list for the 2x4. 2x4s and the cedar planks, and you have to fit in your, you have to fit in your own backing. You know what I'm saying? There you go. So now we're cutting. So all the parts of this whole bench, let me say real fast. So just 4 rails, 4 long rails, 46 and a half. 4 short rails at 16, already cut those. And then 2 43 and a half, I have at 5/8, but whatever. 2 43 and a half for the bottom. And 2 at 12 and 7/8, and then the 4 legs. That's it. And then some backing, and then the cedar pieces. So look at this. Here, welcome to California, guys. It's probably nice and cool where you guys are at. What's the temperature? What's the temperature where you guys are at right now? Right now it's 95 out here. 95 out there, so it's every bit of 95 in here, if not hotter. Okay. Hey, thank you, brother, man. Don't be. All right, thank you. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you for that $10. What's up, Carrie? Bearded Vitae, you just drug everyone over here. Good looking out, huh? I appreciate it. Carrie, Comply, CNG, Plywood, recognize, yeah, all you good people, man. Thank you. It's nice just to hang out. But I'm not as entertaining as some people, so. Okay, so now next we're cutting. We have 46 and a half, 8 of those done. Those are done. So we got 4 at 43 and 5/8, 4. Now we need 4 legs, or 8 legs. 8 legs at 38. Okay, one, 38. This floor is slick, man. I need Bearded Vikings floor, man. He's got wood. Look at this. Who likes these? Let me know if you like these and you're in the chat. I like it, but there's one thing I hate about it. See if you can guess the one thing I hate about this tape measure. You know, the ones made by Fast Cap. I like the size, how they feel, but there's one thing that is absolutely just irritates me. You'll probably see in a minute. So we got here 38, 38, 38. Oop. All right. Yeah, I wish you can come and help. Yeah, come on over. It's only about, 3,800 miles. Matter of fact, let me talk to you guys for a sec. So I built this cedar cabinet. A cedar, it was a buffet cabinet. You could go indoor or outdoor. It was 100% cedar. It cost like $1,200 in cedar, and not cedar from Home Depot, and definitely not cedar fence pickets, but I did use some cedar fence pickets because I inlaid, just like in this planter box, I did the same thing. There's a little more joinery though. There was actually some mortise and tenon. Simple, but it was. And it was actually made outside, a whole buffet, had 2 drawers out, and 2 big drawers, and then 4 doors at the bottom. So, and I drove that back to my buddy. I was stationed with him in the Army in Germany. He's from Louisiana. Jeffrey Moneymaker. Anyways, I drove it all the way to Alabama, and I gave him the friend price. He said he wanted something, built so bad. I said, I'm not really in retail, buddy, but I'll do it for you. So I told him $2,000, and I spent what, $1,200 on lumber, and then the other $800 I just used for gas. And it was a great trip though. But we wrapped it up, finished it here, and it had oil on it, and drove that thing all the way to Alabama. And that was the worst weather I ever had. We ran into it in I thought it was Arkansas. I can't remember exactly, Arkansas or Alabama. We got caught in a big, huge storm out there, and it was crazy. So, yeah, I had a point to the story, I forget. But anyways, I drove back east. Yeah, I drove back east just for that trip, just to deliver that to him. And then we went down to New Orleans and did the whole New Orleans thing, partied hard and had a great time, ate a lot of food, and yeah, good times. All right, 81, okay, 81's nice. Now it warmed up, it's not summer yet. Now, I've been out in the desert, and I'm in Palm Springs, California, and I've been out here 30 years. And 1994, I moved out here. It was July 1st. It was the hottest. It felt like the hottest because I was brand new out here, but it was hot. July 1st, it was like 120 degrees. And but that year it heated up during February. And it's only happened a couple times in 30 years when summer started in February. But we're March now, almost into March. Yeah, it's my brother-in-law's birthday today. I know he won't watch this, but if he does, happy birthday, brother. And, but yeah, what you guys got? You guys got anything for me? Yeah, you guys are just chatting it up. 65 in Spokane, nice. Carrie, you in Spokane? Okay, cool. My brother, I just told you, he's sitting right up there next to you in, well, they used to be in Moscow, not Moscow, right? Moscow, Idaho. And you know you're not a local if you say it wrong up there, and or if you have California plates. Anyways, but I have an Army buddy that's up in Spokane right now. Just texted him the other day. That's cool. You guys got a little snow there the other day because he said it melted real fast, right? Yeah. Prescott. Hey, howdy from Prescott. Right along. All right, man. Cool. Let's see. Oh, nice. Oh, in the valley. Okay. San Fernando Valley? Probably, I'm thinking. 72 in Kansas. Hey, Kansas, you know what? My dad's side of the family, the Moonies, from Kansas. They're all from Kansas. And I went back there for the first time 4 years ago. It was a great trip to meet my aunt. My dad's sister was the last Mooney alive, and I think she just passed away. That's how close we are. But anyways, it was a great. Okay, cool, right, Gary? Yeah, San Fernando Valley. Yeah, I have a bench swing video on my page. I know I'm working. Oh, anyways, I have a bench swing video I did. It wasn't popular at all, but that lady is one of those rich people. I mean, like filthy, disgusting rich. Yeah. Unlike any of us right here. And I made that bench swing, and she left it, she left it out in her side yard is bigger than my entire property right here. Entire property. Her little side yard for her kids. And she left that bench swing in the grass, and it got watered 2 or 3 times every day. Then she calls me and said, the finish is ruined. And I'm like, and I was totally respectful. And I said, okay. And so I waited a couple months, and I went out there, and that's when I made the video. But anyway, and then the video I just did, the other live I did the other night, was on wood finishes. And the fact is, people buy furniture wherever they buy it, or you build it for them, right? And they think you put finish on there. I'm not going to go into that whole spiel again, but they don't know how to take care of it, because they think, oh, it's finished from a woodworker and it's good. No, it's not ever good. The back of the can, 1 to 3 years max. I don't care what product you buy, 1 to 3 years. And the 1 year is on the horizontal surface, right? So that's the main surface. That's what you need to be good. You need that to be 3 years. So that's why I go oil. But she wanted a certain color and a certain look, so I stained it, and I put 4 coats of spar urethane over it, and that was a hot mess, man. But anyways, that's out in that nice little area out there, Whew. All right, cool. All right, we can get back to work. All right. Hey, did you get that cut list? I know you did. Hey, what I don't like about this is the clip. This is the worst clip I've ever seen in my life. This thing falls off. I like the tape measure. I really do. I like it that you can read it. This is that one that reads, both ways. Reverse. It's called reverse lefty righty. I do like that. But I've been reading tapes upside down for so many years. When I started first using this, I was messing up everything, because it's easier for me to read upside down. Go figure, right? I guess we just get, I guess that happens probably to us construction guys. Do you think, Bearded? You got anyone else out there work construction, start out in construction? That's where I started out. Let me see what we got here. Oh, we got packages. Not nice. All right, cool. All right, let me cut some more pieces. Right, oh yeah, the oil will? Oh really? Oil? Oh yeah, right, oil, gotcha. The oil won't flake, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, Arizona, that's where I went to go get Ready Seal. That product, let me show you real fast. If you guys have never heard of Ready Seal, this is actually made in Texas and shipped out all over the country. But our lame ass state, California, our cabin up in the mountains, up at 10,000 elevation, I could buy it up there, but I can't buy it down here in the desert. So I went and bought like 15 cans, every color, and a couple, you know, bunch. And this stuff's really good right here. And it's not super expensive, you know, anywhere from like, you know, 30 to 40, 50 bucks a gallon, but it's really worth it. So, but this is some of the best sealer with color pigment that I've ever used. And but I had to drive all the way to Arizona to get this, because Arizona, they have not like Arizona's rules and laws, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. Cool. All right, guys. Cool. I've totally lost my train of thought now. Let me see. All right, those are done. We were working on the legs. Thank you. Good. One. Okay, one. Okay, one. Okay. I'll bring you guys up and close, personal now. Here we go. So if I cut my hand or something off, you guys are gonna see it live right here. I can guarantee you, I ain't cutting my hand. That's a fact, Jack. All right. We're gonna rip these in half for our legs. Hey, Bearded Viking, I saw that blade you had, man. And I like that blade. That's super aggressive. Was that a Diablo? It was red. I assumed it was a Diablo. But I need to get one from CMT. I like that thin curve. This is thin curve, but that thin curved blade you have with the more aggressive teeth, right? All right, cool. 1 3/4-ish, right? I never get this right on the first time. See, you'll never see this in a video either. do need one more. I need two more, but we'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah. This is a 1/4 inch round over. See that climb cut? A new woodworker, a climb cut will scare them, you know, when it goes with the blade. But, you know, you just got to be careful. It'll get you. But with a little round over bit, these are about the safest bits you can put in a router. Look at that splinter is more dangerous than this bit. I need 2 more legs. Let me see. 6, 2, 4, 6. Checking with you guys. Let me check in with you guys. All right, cool. Thank you, buddy. Okay. All right, cool. All right, thanks for stopping by, Plywood. Thank you. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what I'm working with over here. Okay. I need to find some material. short 2 legs. That's not good. There. 1, 2, 3, 16. We need 4 of these. We got 4 of these, 2 of these. 16 right here, 4 of these, 2 of these. So the 16-inch blocks are the two sides, the two sides, the top plate and the bottom plate for the sides, and then these are the 2 sides for the bottom shelf. Okay, there, and then for the top, for the planter box, right? You have 2 longs on the front and back, and then the 16 inches are the side ones. So we need 4 longs, and those are 46 and a half right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for this bench right here. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Okay, cool. There. Cool. And what are these? What are these? Oh, 43 and a half. I needed, okay. 43 and a half. We need 2. So we need 4 total. 2 on each. So 43 and a half. And these are the front and back rails for the bottom shelf. So 43 and a half. Okay. Okay, those are there. And I still, let me find a piece. Oh, here we go. Cool. No, that's no good. That's no good. Oh. So now, we're gonna cut the rabbet joints inside. Well, a bunch. All of these pieces get rabbet joints, so you could set in the cedar slats. You can sit in nicely. You know what we could do first, though? Well, I'll let you guys decide. You want to cut rabbet joints, or you want to cut cedar planks at the miter saw? What would you rather watch for right in a second? I probably could guess what you're going to pick. Rabbet joints at the table saw, or just square cuts at the miter saw? Let me know. All right, plywood, I see you. I see you. Live in California. Yeah. Kansas. 72. Nice. Nice. We left San Diego to come here. A little more freedom. A little more of a harsh environment. Where was that from? Right along? Oh, Arizona. Gotcha. Okay. San Diego. Yeah. It's the complete opposite, right? It's like San Diego to here. Same thing. Unless you're up in the mountains in Arizona, up in White Mountains, and my neighbor right across the street, she takes off and she goes, she's a snowbird up there in the White Mountains. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. Well, then let's do something that has a little more skill than cutting a cedar plank. So we're going to cut the rabbet joints. And let me see if I can give you guys a better view here. Well, that ain't no good. The sun will blind you. Oh, this is better over here. A little light on the situation. Cool. All right. clean this little thing up over here. It's okay. Dust collection works good, huh? Yeah, oh well. I have more dust collection in my shop than I've ever had in my life. And it's just as dirty, I guess. Not really. The best dust collection piece I've bought, can you see it right over there? That Makita dust extractor. Even though that thing is useless by itself, I feel like it's one of my favorite tools. You know, love it. It makes sanding about as fun as sanding could be, I guess. All right, I'm gonna do this. I like to do, I do things my own way. I know we all do, but I will never be a fine woodworker. I mean, I could do fine work, but this stuff you could do in your sleep, man. So I'm just gonna go now. I normally would probably touch that with my finger, but since I'm alive, I'm not gonna. 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch. That's what we're gonna rip. And I have little fancy tools, but I ain't using them. Because you know what? That's all you need, man. There's too many gadgets for everything, I think. But that's just me. So this is what I explained to someone the other day, is if you don't get it to the outside of that blade, you're gonna have that little funky strip in there, you know what I mean? And that's happens to me too. There we go, let's see if that works. 3/4 by 3/4. Close enough for me. We'll run a little test piece. Right there. Right there. And then better push block. I don't know if you guys have seen these, but these are the push blocks that I make. I do have a video on it. It's pretty simple. Just a trowel and glued plywood and some sandpaper. But I'm gonna use this one right here. So when you cut your rabbet joint, you got to figure out, like, let's just say this is the good side of the. Let's say this is the top, right, and the bottom, of course, and this is the outside. This is the side that we want to look at. Okay, so this doesn't matter, just so you know. So now, if this was the bottom piece, I'm going to put that dado joint right here in this corner. So I like to visually, for me, I like to mark up the board. And then so right now, so I know it's there and there, right? And I don't have to guess when I get over here to the saw, because, man, nothing worse than cutting parts backwards and you can't even use the piece, right? So we're going to try that out. See right there? My riving knife is too high. So that's what you want, you know? You want that little piece to just lay in there. That means, look at that, you got a good cut. Look at that, that's pretty good. Yeah, perfect. It's perfect for me. So a test piece is good. Now we're gonna run some pieces through here. Long pieces. So 1, 2. Look at this fine piece of wood, right? Look at this. Tore up from the floor up. But you know what? We got to use it because I bought it. So that's definitely going to be the inside. So we'll put it like this. This piece will go on the inside too. So if this was the, let's say this will not be the front, it doesn't matter, the front or the back, same difference, right? So now the cedar plank pieces are going to go right behind here, right? Like right here. So we want to take out this piece right here. Right here. Right here. And right here on this corner. Right? And this corner right here. And then just get a little center line. Ooh, feel the splinter coming? Ooh, no, hell no. There. And then we'll take out the back side right here. So this side right here. If I don't mark that, I'll get confused. But that's just me. I know you guys got that under control. All right. So I like to run, on the long ones, I like to run this cut on the edge first. Okay. You think it's there? Sometimes on the long boards they're bowed and it won't get it. Ah, we got it though. Oh. Look at the top ones. There you go. I like the crown to go the same way. And this one on the top. Dummy. I didn't cut myself, but I got a splinter. It's bleeding. So I'm gonna wrap this thing up. I'll show you here's my favorite Band-Aid right here. Here it is. Where is it at? Favorite Band-Aid is right here. There we go. There. There you go. Black tape, paper towel. Because it ain't coming off. Ooh, hell, I'm going to lose my circulation like that. There you go. There, a little less. There we go. There you go. Looks pretty good, huh, for coming out of a 2x4. And there's a little bit, I have to clean that up a little bit later with the chisel, just that little piece in there. Cool. You've watched me lose two push blocks already. One, and the other one. Where's the other one? Oh. Ooh, hello. Ooh. Look at that bow. See that? Ooh, ooh. Man, man. Make it work. Yeah. See that bow? That bow right here? Oh, it's just worse where the knot is. It'll work. We'll make it work. Make it work. That's how you do that. You make it work. So all this funkiness, I'm gonna put this one on top, and so I could take this out of the bottom right here. All right. Ah. All right. It started to pull away from the fence right here. It came out all right. All right. Let's see what we got here. On that last one, the reason I was pushing so hard, because that bow, this thing's probably bowed 3/16 of an inch, and it would not get it. I raised the blades, but I raised the blade about about 1/8 of an inch, and I pushed down to try to get both of them. So I did. So, and I'll clean that up a little bit, just like this. Let me show you. Just take a chisel and just snap this stuff out of here. Like that. That's what I'll do. usually don't hold it like this, but to show you I am. There we go. There we go, like that. There we go. It comes off pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad right here. Yeah, that's good. We're just gonna drop that cedar plank in there, just like this, gonna sit in there and glue it in anyways. Flagstaff, okay. Flagstaff, oh yeah, that's nicer weather in Flagstaff though. I know, that's closer to the Grand Canyon, isn't it? I know a lot of people that retire up there. Well, I know about 5 people. That's a lot, right? That retire at one spot. Oh, I just butt into conversation. I apologize. Smoke alarm sound. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let me go back and just see if I missed anything. Right along, you still in here? Did you leave? Mm-hmm. All right. Anyone got any questions for me? I got 14 people here. You guys want to hang out? Want to do another hour and just do some more cutting? Keep going? Let me know if you guys want to keep going. If you want to keep going, I want to hang out with you. That's what it's all about. But if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. Hey, I made a short yesterday, and it caused it's causing some turmoil. It's funny. All of my content, 100% of my content is focused for the DIYer, the brand new person in my head, brand new. But you know who watches all my stuff? Over half, over 50% is 65 and older. So, what the hell? Oh well. I can't change that. That's great. Anyone watches it, I appreciate it. But my focus in my head, and that's comes from my upbringing. My brothers taught me, my mom taught me, and so that's the whole reason behind this channel, is to help DIYers only, period. But for some reason, all these professionals stop by and try to troll me. They do, but I respond to everybody because life's not that serious, you know what I mean? It's just not. It's not. People take it way too serious, man. I mean, life right here, you know what I mean? In the shop on YouTube. That's what I mean. All right, Carrie. That's a blessing that you have grandsons to go pick up. I have 3 grandchildren, and yeah, that's a beautiful thing. All right, thanks for stopping by. I sure appreciate it. Hell yeah, keep going. All right, Jennings, we'll keep going. I'm just going to take a little breather right here. Not breather. Yeah, my fat ass is out of shape and everything else, boy. But oh well. I don't care anymore. I used to care. I would have never put myself in front of camera looking like this. But sometimes you got to swallow your pride and put your ego aside, right? So that's what I've done the last couple of years, because I wanted to share with you guys, and so I had to do that. So I'm a better person inside for it. So yeah, San Diego is a beautiful place. I mean, beautiful. We used to go there every other weekend. You know, it's a 3-hour drive from here, 2 hours, and we used to go to Vista, Oceanside, San Diego, Seaport Village, all that stuff. But it's a beautiful city. I love it, man. But it's just, you know, I'm not going to get into anything else. Matter of fact, I'll just say it right here. Politics aren't allowed on my page because politics have ruined a lot of friendships and a lot of family friendships even. So I just accept everyone for who they are and in my life, and put my people around people I want to be with. And I don't care about your politics at all. Just don't push your stuff on me either way. And I won't push anything on you. You don't push it on me, and we can call it even. And so this channel, we could talk shop, we could talk food, we could talk a lot of things, but we're not talking politics ever. So I would appreciate it, you know. And who wants to talk about that shit anyways? I love politics actually, but I don't want to talk about it in the garage. This is my getaway spot, you know. Just get away and come out here and work, and it usually goes about this pace right here. Exactly. All right, plywood, 67. Man, that's a blessing to be 67. My brother-in-law just turned 65. He was born in 60. Yeah, you got one day, man. That's how I look at it. I've been retired 5 years. I was blessed to be able to not be able to stop working. I busted my ass to make sure I could stop working at 50. Let's put it that way. How about that? But still blessed, right? And so I've been retired 5 years. And I know how to relax with the best of them. So, but all right, we're gonna get back to doing something. Let's do it. Let's cut some cedar. No, let's finish what we were doing. See, if I was out here by myself, I probably would have done that. But it's always better, kind of to finish what you started. Kind of. Does that make sense? To so you don't get too sidetracked. If you can't tell, man, I'm not scatterbrained anyways. Cool. Two more. Put the ugliest side possible on the inside, right? There we go. Top, bottom. They almost flipped that one backwards. These are perfect for making like little garden trellises, you know what I mean? These little cutoffs. All right, this is the last two. That's cool. Trying to move you around, sorry about that. No one wants to look at the same view forever. Top, bottom. See? That creates a little shelf right there, you know? That's probably the best one. That's done. Okay, those are cut. And now we need 24 cedar planks at 10 3/4. 10 3/4. All right. Bring it here. I'm going to show you this little stop block I made. It's nothing to brag about. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. Because 10 3/4 is like right here. It's too funky, right? So I just did this. This is a spacer I usually use on that side for anything within 20, like 10 inches, you could put it here and use it. So I just put a couple of screws right here. That's what I did when I built that bench. And I'll just tack it down, and that'll be it. There we go. Right there from the tooth, from the edge of the tooth, and 10 3/4, right on the money. That works, and that thing's not going anywhere. I don't know where I'm going to put you guys. Where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? Let me see. I'll put you up here. Yes. Sorry, man. I need a camera person, all right? We're just chilling. You didn't miss anything, man. We just chilling over here, man. All right. All right. Get you out of the way here, here, here. So this workbench, when I built this, I knew as long as I keep everything behind the side of the rail, I'm good. So that's what I try to do. I mean, I use the whole thing to work on, but when we're cutting, I try to keep everything back here. So we said, what did we say? 10 3/4. I already have it set. Look, I already have it set, and I'm worried about it, dummy. All right, we're gonna knock this out on the faster side. 24. So I guess that would be 8 of these or something like that. Just double checking. Should have been counting. 18. 18. What do we need? 18. Is that 6 more? Yeah, that's good. I made a short yesterday about the stop block. You know, when it, don't lift this up till the blade stops. It really matters on when you're using a stop block. But that short, I made it. This is a short. I said, what did I say? I said, the #1 mistake new woodworkers make, in my experience it is, if you take someone to a miter saw for the very first time, right? They're not going to know what to do in the first place, but they're probably just going to cut it and let go, right? And I've seen pieces fling and scare the hell out of them, all that. So that's why I did that. And that short's going viral right now, so it makes me laugh because the haters are out there, man. It's got like 350 or 400,000 views in 2 days, right? So it's kind of fun. But man, I guess people are so serious, it just cracks me up, man. A stupid short gets their panties all in a bunch. All right, so there's 24, and that's what you would need. It goes 9 in the front, 9 on the long top side, so there's 2, it's 18 and 3 on each side. But that's not counting the bottom shelf. But I will cut those in once I put it together to make that a tight fit. So I'm not going to cut those. All right. Let's see what that's. I think that's all the cutting for now. It's, if you guys have any questions for me, or you want to, whatever. I mean, I guess if you have any questions for me, that's probably all you got, right? So if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll hang out with you. Here's a hammer that took out my 2 front teeth. That's a video too, right here. I was working down in San Clemente, California. Condos on the beach. Well, not on the beach, but at the beach, right? About a mile away. I was up. All right, here we go. Let me raise you up. I was in that condo, and I tell the story all the time because I think it's funny now, but it hurt like hell then. I'm up there beating a block, right? Beating a block out. And it was a conventional stack. A conventional stack is when you cut and stack the roof that's not put together by trusses, right? You get out there and cut it yourself. So these are 2x10s. The roof, and the 2x10 blocks. Anyways, so there was a lot of block. I was trying to get a block out for inspection, and I hit the block. Long story short, bam, hit the block. It bounced off the truss, the other rafter, and came right here. Bam. Took out this tooth and this tooth. The two on the front tooth and the right tooth. We're building bridges there. That's a bridge now. So I have a lot of accidents. Not a lot. I had a few big accidents. So, and yeah, that one sucked. That one sucked right there. I was up there. I said, screaming and cussing, right? And my brother, JK, my brother-in-law, which is like my bro, we were just tight. We've been tight since I was 16 years old. I was dating my wife. He was dating my sister-in-law. Anyway, so where was I saying? Oh, the injury. I was screaming and cussing. He's like, "What's going on up there?" Right? I was like, "Oh man, I knocked out my teeth." But I screamed. You know, I'm like, "Fuck." Sorry. Family-friendly show. But I just shattered my teeth, blood, lip. Fuck. Oh man. Oh. So luckily, my sister-in-law worked at a dental office, so I went there and got some temporaries. But yeah, that's why you see my. If you see my, what's my profile picture, that's what it is. It's me telling my story in one of the videos, my lifelong story of woodworking, how I got started. Yeah, it's an hour long. And that's what that silhouette is, me showing you how I busted out my teeth. All right, let's check you out. Reaching over the table saw to grab your cutoffs. Come on, man. You're not reaching over the blade. Fair enough, but you don't see me putting myself in harm's way. Do you know what I mean? Right along? What do you think? Should I shut it off each time? All right, man. All right, you guys. I love you guys, man. Right along is keeping me honest, and I appreciate it, man. Here's the thing, right? I make videos for new woodworkers. So I have to come up with ideas. When I first learned, what were the accidents that happened, right? Let me straighten you guys out. So I have to think. I try to think like a new woodworker, right? Because I haven't. I started honestly when I was 11, using power tools and hammers, and right. It's with my oldest brother, Kenny. So it's been a long time since I was a beginner, but I try to be. Matter of fact, you guys are right. I should have shut this off. I'm over here bitching and trying to defend myself. There's no defending myself. You're absolutely right. I need to be a little more safe on camera, which this is as safe as I've ever been in my life the last 2 years. I was like, man, I've been super safe, but I see you're absolutely right. I'm gonna keep myself more in check. That's funny. You're right. That is hilarious. Well, guys, that's it for me. I mean, that's it. I need to get them done, and I'm probably going to work extra slow with you guys, but that's going to be it for today. So, if you want, maybe. I can't probably. Here's the thing about this channel. I'll give you guys as much as I can give you, and love doing it. Not a problem. But as soon as it starts feeling like work, I'm out. But so I never want it to feel like work. That's why I release 1 or 2 shorts a week, long video like every 2 weeks, and I would like to give you guys more, man, but I'm not in the grind, you know. I never want to do this full time. I do have a couple goals to meet in my own personal agenda, just because the first year was absolutely miserable trying to learn this shit, and it's better now. I mean, I don't have to be, good enough is good enough for me. When I shoot a video, it's good enough. That's it. I don't buy a bunch of extra lumber to screw up or, to do it once and then show you guys. No, I ain't got time for that, man. I just do it. I do it. And sometimes I show you the mistakes. I try to show you a lot of them. I don't show you all of them, though. I ain't gonna lie. But as soon as it starts feeling like work, I don't want to be here. But I opened up memberships today just because some people like to give, and so I gave them the opportunity. And $2.99. I'm not asking you guys for a membership at all. I'm just letting you know that they're there. And I think we'll start doing maybe more lives, because if you guys want to hang out and do something. I'm more of a, I can't sit here and talk for a couple hours. I mean, I could. I used to teach, you know, all kinds of things, but I don't want to. I'd rather show you a technique or a product or something like that. You guys like that idea? Just, you know, hang out, go over some tools, talk shop. I mean, we could talk DIY stuff all day long. See, this is not, I guess it's a woodworking channel, but it's really not. The next video you'll see there's very little woodworking. I'm gonna show you how to use some Bondo, because when those teenage kids, right, kick that door, that hole in your door, that door you don't want to go replace, you can make it look brand new, guaranteed, with Bondo, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So that's gonna be the next video, I think. That one there. What else am I gonna do? All that scrap wood over there, I'm gonna take that wood and rip it over here after these potting benches in a couple days and make a bunch of little stupid garden little things, you know, scrap, you know, they're kind of fun, but just a bunch of either little not picket fences or little stuff to go in the garden, decoration, stuff like that. A bunch of those little things. People seem to like that stuff, I guess. So, because you know why? Stuff is smaller, it's more affordable, you know? And it's still tough out there for people, man. I have thought about building a guitar. How you doing there? Javelin guitars, yeah. That's on my bucket list. It is. I have a couple oh man. Co-workers and ex-co-workers and friends. About half a dozen that they play guitar. They're really, you know, they're good. And they've asked me as well. One of them just did one. He got into the woodworking because he just got into guitars. So he's already made like 3 or 4 guitars. But that's his passion, music. That's not my passion. But I do want to do one. I do. And I'm gonna make it for one of those guys. I'm just gonna do the woodwork, and not just. There's some. Well, do you make guitars? Talk to me. Do you make them or do you sell them? What's up, Bearded? You're back. Okay. Asking because I've seen. I sent an email. Oh, you sent me an email? How long ago? I answer all my emails. And it. Oh, okay. Okay, but like a week ago, a couple days ago, today. Let me see. I can pull it up right here. Hey, Viking, look at this, man. You ain't sweating. I don't see you sweating in your lives, man. Cody, you're not Cody, right? No. Why? I apologize. Can you resend it, please? I apologize. You know. SMWC Poker. I'm doing good, my friend. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Matter of fact, I'm not trying to rub anything in, but every day is a wonderful day. It is. It's just good. In my life, I didn't always think like that, but that's how I think nowadays. Sorry. Hey, so you guys, if you guys showed up late, all we did, we just cut these blocks and these rails, and then put these rabbet joints in them, you know, a bunch of those, and then some cedar pieces. It's real simple, you know, simple stuff, right? It is. It really is. I mean, every day is a gift, right? They say, I don't know that saying, that cute little saying. I mess it up all the time. I'll try to make it work. Yeah. Try to make it work, man. So, okay, you play guitar though, right? You jam, but you don't build? Okay, all cool. Nice, nice. Is there anything you guys want me to build? Seriously, anything. I tell people this all the time, but no one responds to me, and I feel like an idiot half the time. But, how do I say this? I've done all my building, you know, the last 30 years, 35, 40 years. So, I mean, I could think of a bunch of stuff just to do it, but I swear I'd rather just have you guys put something right in the chat and I'll put it on my list. That's a promise. As long as it's a boat. No boats. I don't do that shit. That's stupid. For a DIY woodworking channel, you know what I mean? All right, Plywood, you later. All right, he left. Cool. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day and wrap it up. I may come back tomorrow. Would you like that? Wherever I'm at with these benches, you want me to come back tomorrow for a little bit? All right. We will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out.